Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Gladius. We are currently dealing with hounds. That's how low we've fallen in the general Imperium. But they are bloody tough hounds, so I suppose fair is fair, right? The bikes are healing up. We've managed to level up 2 of our units, and yeah, I was talking about XP management the other time. Everything levels up, right? Everything as it kills and as it is successful in combat, it levels up. It doesn't lose its level if it takes damage, you only lose level if the unit dies. Here's the thing. 2.2 death experience value. I have no idea what this means. I have no idea what death experience value means, but at any rate, everything levels up, and what I do know is the more that a unit levels up, the more it has competence. The more competence it has, it's better and better, and it's actually a really damn important thing. Like, a level 5 unit compared to a level 1 unit is night and day, right? It is significantly more powerful, and obviously the higher level units. So it is something to bear in mind as you're playing through, and it is something to bear in mind, especially if you're looking at who attacks whom in your game, right? So, for example, over here we had a unit of dogs that the fortress could attack, but I'd rather have my marines attack them, thus racking up a little bit of experience rather than this happening. So now I'm going to send in the assault marines, and that is terrifying. Like, that is genuinely terrifying to look at, let alone experience. And you know what? You did so well that I'm bringing in like a load more, but that's a little bit later. For now, let's start punishing the dogs on the right side of the map, and we can start securing a couple of outposts as well. This is okay because, well, you can scout, and it's a free thing, right? There's no reason not to, because for 3 turns you're not going to need to use that ability again. You can also use this, which grants range damage reduction. You don't need that right now because you're not going to get attacked from range. But a boost will help you, so let's use boost and move you there and secure the outpost. Because what this will allow us to do is have a little bit of a bonus on influence and all that from this here area, and we'll secure this outpost down here. Essentially, you're waiting for the reinforcements in the shape of these Astartes, these assault Astartes. Now, until they arrive, you're a little bit sort of exposed out there. Meanwhile, the AI seems really keen on killing off all its units in this bush. No idea why. I mean, I've parked plenty of units in the bush early days as well. I mean, these are early days. It's been a few days since the game's been released, and a day since I picked it up. But you know, no, a day since I started actually playing it. I was doing other stuff. At any rate, let's move the guys forward and secure ourselves a little bit more territory and a few more outposts if we can. They've actually retreated, realizing that they're going to have to give this area up to the bikes and to the Astartes. Now, a city is not a very good not city, the actual city, but like Imperial Ruins are not a very good place for this unit to be, because obstacles take a lot of movement points. They're far better in grasslands and flat areas where they can drive around, so let's move them out of there. And we'll probably send in the assault marines to clear this area out, or even tactical marines. Meanwhile, the population of Dwarf Fortress has increased. And in 12 turns, we're going to get a new pop that is going to need to be housed and tasked. And as far as tasking them is concerned, that's okay, we know how to do that, but in terms of providing more living space, that's different. That is ever so slightly different. So in one turn, this thing will be built. We'll make the decision when it is built, because we're going to need to construct something else. And I'm looking at energy, and I'm pretty pleased with the way it's... with where it's at right now. That thing is monstrously tough. Forget about it. Forget about engaging it. Leave. Right, the dogs you can kill, but these are actually enslavers, aren't they? Yeah. Let's not deal with that. Retreat. I'm more than happy to give you this this bit here in exchange for my units staying alive. Because the enslavers are very tough on the HP, not very good at attacking, but they, as the name would suggest, enslave your units, so they can mind control Astartes. Yeah, I know. They can mind. Yes, those genetically modified superior perfect soldiers. They can mind control them. I know. So we can build either a chaplain or a captain. I think we're gonna have to build a captain because he's a one-of-a-kind dude, and well, you start with him, so it's like a generally good idea to build a starting hero. Next is probably going to be dormitories, but they take 7 turns to build, so like we can get away with building something else if need be. And it's probably gonna end up being like either acquiring another tile and then building a thing for energy. That's probably gonna be the case, I think. Because let's see, we acquire this tile, we build an energy thing on top of it, and well, then what? We just build a dormitory right now. I think we should. Let's just build a dormitory right now, and you know, stay on time with that. Librarian's pretty damn awesome too, because psychic powers are free as far as I know. They don't cost influence. It's really the sort of general equipment based powers usually that are that require influence. You to use. Assault Doctor's pretty good. Devastator Space Marines, probably useful. Land Speeders. I wonder how good the Land Speeders are at combat, because... You know what, let's find out. Let's find out. So far, I'm doing pretty damn well. My allies have no idea what they're doing, from the looks of things. Okay, found ourselves some more hounds to play with, and some tech priests too. Yep. So in one fell swoop, we shall secure the outpost. I just love the animation. Like, can we focus on that for a minute? Because this is like this. To me, it seems like a giant fuck-off unit, right? Because all we do is we walk in with bolters, shoot with pistols until we close to melee, and then cut things with the sword. And there's no struggle, right? There's no doubt. It's like it's 2 moves, maybe even 1, right? It's just what the animation seems like a fuck you to the unit they're attacking. Like fuck you and everything around you. Sort of like a. I don't know, maybe I'm just over-exaggerating a little bit, but that they give off that sort of vibe, I think. That's very cool. Now, I think bikes can be mind-controlled too, because it's not a machine. I mean, it's a person riding a bike. There's no reason for him not to be able to... not to be mind-controllable. That's even a word. As far as I'm sure it's... Try again. As far as I'm concerned, it should be. Everything with a bull should be a word. As long as it makes sense. Not just that. Well, no, I mean, as long as it makes sense in that a bull is just has the ability to, right? So you have the ability to be mind controlled. Nothing wrong with that in my mind. Okay, we're gonna fuck off out of here because that is a Castellana robot. It has 25 HP and twin-linked heavy phosphorus blasters and an incendine combustor. 1.6 damage, 3.2 damage. That's more than I can do to it with Assault Marines. Assault Marines are not made for this. We do have Devastator Marines, which are purposefully built to destroy units like these, but we don't have them yet. So until we get those units, we might want to steer clear of this area. And sure enough, you can have the outpost. It's not that useful. Anyway. It actually is, but I need to find a way to justify my cowardice and me running away, so that's what I've come up with. Hope you like it. Anyways, we have more Assault Marines to play with, so let's get them into the fight. And I'm thinking we put more troops sort of down here. Like join these up in one sort of force and try and push down that road. Secure this vault, which is research. Research is always awesome. And yeah, try and move out like that. As far as this place is concerned, I think another unit of Assault Marines. Yeah. Build another unit of Assault Marines. The problem with them is, if I become too reliant on them, they're far less versatile than these guys. So if push comes to shove and I need some flexibility in the targets that I'm engaging, Tactical Marines can pull it off, right? Tactical Marines are great at equipping themselves with all sorts of stuff later down the line that can punish various targets, even at various ranges. But Assault Marines are a bit more of a specialized unit. I suppose the other argument to be made is, well, you need a specialized unit right now, don't you? Because you're basically just engaging hounds and other soft infantry class units. And besides, their animation is just too awesome not to use all the time, so... Now the question becomes, do we secure this corner of the map, or do we move down south? Because I'm half tempted to go and help my ally. Like, send troops over there and help him get up on his feet and start making units, because if he doesn't, we're screwed and the orcs are totally going to overwhelm us. So what, until further notice, stay there in friendly territory, heal up, and we'll send these guys down south to sort of scout this area here. You know what, considering there's no enemies here and I see nothing useful, let's send the Assault Marines and the Tactical Marines up here first. So we'll secure this corner of the map, and when this is secured we can peacefully build whatever the hell we want, because the only real threat will come from this direction, and I mean even here is pretty damn safe considering there's a city down there. And there they go, Scout Sentinels built. Dogs up there, eh? Alright. We can deal with that. Dogs can be dealt with. Ooh, an Imperial Bastion. I presume it will not be friendly towards me, regardless of my faction and affiliation and love for the Emperor. This ability seems a little bit useless. Yeah, sure, it's 3 tiles, but they most of the time they see around 3 tiles around them. So I suppose it's okay, but could be better. Now you are pretty damn slow, aren't you? What movement 3? It's well, yeah, my guys have movement 3 as well. So yeah, you're pretty damn slow. Okay. Land speeders, 32 health. And 2 bolters. That's a pretty damn good unit. I'm going to build one. That's a pretty damn good unit. I mean, it's competent. Just oddly enough, it's competent. No, seriously, it's like it seems okay at what it does. What's the range on this thing? Range of 2. Okay, so I should probably just steer clear of you until I find until I assemble a force capable of doing some damage to you. Meanwhile, engage them and sort of fight them out a little bit, gain some experience from the battle, and we'll actually I think you only gain experience if you kill them. But you know, keep them there, and then later I'll have you retreat to the outpost, and I'll move these guys in to secure the kill. Devastator Space Marines. Yes. Yes, let's do that. Let's get Devastator Space Marines, and then in Tier 3 I see quite a few attractive things. Fortress has been attacked by hounds. Where? That one? No? Let's shoot at the doggies. Oh, God. Jump back away! Jump back away! Oh, that is terrible. No, 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 no. Right, so we've built a captain. This will have to sleep until further orders. But we are able to build quite a few buildings because we've stacked up on requisitions. So, requisitions, by the way, is food and minerals combined. Used interchangeably, it's one resource. It does make... there is no difference. Pragmatically speaking, there is no difference. Let's see. Building that boosts loyalty. Oh, we don't have any one of those. I wish I could... Can I actually... I wonder... Grid, fixed time of day, no. HTRF. No. I was hoping there was a way I can increase the size of these things, because they're a little bit difficult to look at. I mean, I suppose I can mouse over and then check, but... yeah. So requiring another tile always an option. If not that, then I'll tell you what, here's what we need to do. We need energy, so let's acquire that tile and build a reactor right on top of it. Because everything else is going fine, but we need... well, that thing. Right, 2 items, the bowlers and the arm class braces. They'll give you a little bit more armor and give you the ability to slow it down. You can also level up the captain because he's a hero unit. So we can give him Power Strike, which is 3 attacks, 2.3 damage, armor piercing 4, accuracy 100%. Healing Surge restores health points 20%. Or the chapter gains influence when the captain gains experience. Now, that's not bad. But I think I'd prefer you have the ability to heal yourself if need be. And we'll move you in that sort of direction. Okay, now you take out the little doggies, and you... Actually, what's your... How do you perform against something like this? Not all too well, so as a result, let's pull these Marines back, and let's consolidate our forces in that sort of area. Now, that is out of range. From here, actually, you would be able to attack them, but I need you to heal up some more, I'm afraid, and you need to get out of there, because, well, that thing is rather terrifying. Ooh, hello. Artifact. Something has attracted objects of extraordinary power to Gladius. It's probably Warpstorm. And the surface is littered with old one tech of all sizes and kinds. While some artifacts may be bought, bigger artifact units must be captured from the tentacles of enslavers. Ah. So, kill the enslavers and you capture this thing. So it can be captured by another adjacent unit. Ooh, so this is like a chess situation here, isn't it? And I know how to play chess. I'm not bloody Kasparov, but I'm damn decent at chess. This is like a double attack, isn't it? Because if you move to defend the artifact, I just pull back and I save my Marines. If you move to attack the Marines, I give up the Marines, I sacrifice them in exchange for the artifact. And later I can kill you and get my Marines back, maybe, but even that trade is okay because I get potentially more value. I mean, the map's not that big, these things seem relatively rare, so yeah, you will pull back to defend the artifact. Matter of fact, I think I can capture it with the bike anyway. But let's not rush just yet. Yeah, actually, I think I can capture it. No? Let's hit these guys. 3 damage. Okay, yeah, you know what? Never mind. Boost. The boost. Oh, it consumes an action. Shite. I didn't know it consumed an action. So what's my alternative here to sacrificing the bikes in a stupid maneuver is to commit, right? Put these guys in and then fight. It's the worst that can happen. Right, heal up. You move in and try and fight those weird looking things. But 2 units is not enough against enslavers, like I need a 3rd or a 4th one. Ooh, hi. Oh, doggies? Really? That's weird. Where the hell did they come from? Well, I cleared all of them in this area. Well, chew away at the power armor, you won't do much. Ooh, they moved! Giving me an opportunity to either attack them and really push my luck, or perhaps be a little bit smarter than that and, you know, not do that and try and do something else. Well, first of all, actually the city's not done yet. Units to order around. Yeah, shoot them, kill them. Move back, secure the outpost, and then you can still engage if need be. Alternatively, I can boost and move you away. Huh. Because this... This is not enough to kill them. That's the real issue here. Is that is not enough to kill them, but what is an option is to attack them and hope for the best. They've now killed a decent, actually a very, very decent bit of these things, leaving them at 6 out of 38 HP. The problem being, they, I think, still can enslave a unit. It needs to be a weak-minded enemy unit. Now, these guys have morale 9 out of 9, and they're Adeptus Astartes. I mean, they're not what I would call weak-minded. But even if that happens, I still move in with the captain and a squad of tactical marines to kill the enslavers. And when they're dead, I get the control of the unit back. So even if the worst comes to pass, I still have a bit of a backup. Now let's move this unit in as well, and in keeping with my doctrine of don't grow too dependent on one particular unit type. I'm going to build a squad of tactical marines next. Now here's the real question. This thing can now be captured. Do we capture it, or do we go after the enslavers? I don't think I can allow them to heal. Question is, can you attack after this? Yes, you can. This just consumes movement. It doesn't consume the action of attacking. So let's move you over there. Let's have you jump. Yeah. We'll have you jump, and we'll have you kill off the enslavers. Lovely. Loads of XP for you, and everyone's happy. Are you not healing or something? Or is it just my mind playing tricks on me? I suppose we're about to find out, aren't we? So let's now go in with the captain and the tactical marines behind him, and we'll secure this artifact. So, what is next for us then? Energy, obviously. Here we go. Plop it right there. Good. And we are building units. We can also build a chaplain, and this hero raises morale and inspires loyalty, but he costs 180 influence to build, and 6 influence to maintain, so a little bit too expensive for my tastes. I'd like to save up and build another Fortress of Redemption, actually. Now, for once, the Astro Militarum is actually doing damage to something, other than itself. Would be funny if it weren't true. Yeah, you are healing, just very, very slowly. Send you up here, and then you'll meet up there, I suppose. You can heal up too. There, we'll send you to capture that. Everything is well in the world, and when the speeder gets built from this direction, we will send him... I've accidentally put you in range of the... Ouch. Alright, never mind. Hey, we've captured the artifact. Okay. Passive action increases the damage of your units. You can actually turn it off. Can you? Yeah, you can actually turn off the artifact, which is hilarious. Okay. So it increases the damage of your nearby units. How nearby? No, hold on. Increases the damage of your units. Period. You're telling me that a unit up here has the buff from it? Holy hell, I've just won a massive strategic advantage and I haven't even noticed. That's a 20% damage buff flat to every unit on the map I ever make. I'm assuming heroes are classified as units too. Yes, they are. My god. Okay, so I made a bit of a whoopsie with this unit, and it took a bit of damage, so we'll have to... Devastating Marines with las cannons. Nice. Okay, by the way, the art on the research stuff is phenomenal. Yeah, just protect this thing. Like, for the love of God, protect this thing. I'm gonna put a fortress down next to it as soon as I can. And there is a unit of those beasties over there. Well, let's go and secure this outpost, because the area's clear. And I'd like to keep it that way. And then we'll move in with absolutely everything. Wait for reinforcements from the fortress, and we'll launch like an organized assault on this bastion. And try and take it over. But so far, I mean, I control a huge portion of the map. I control a lot of resources. I have to say, I'm feeling good. And that probably means that very soon something will go horribly wrong. I'm about to meet the orcs and there's a huge horde of them and they're all going to murder me. But regardless... Auto relay. Just new buildings and generates influence. Or a Predator main battle tank. A hunter. Tank unit that specializes in taking down skirmishers and flyer units. Predator main battle tank though. MBTs is where it's at. Unit found. Hydra. Oh, thank Christ, it's not a neutral, it's an actual, like, Astra Militarum unit that I can use. Oh, thank you, Astra Militarum. You're now actually providing the Imperium with a few units that it could potentially utilize at some point. 24 health. Yeah. It's like it's an AA thing, isn't it? Open top tank. Yeah. Open tank. Yeah, it's an AA thing. Alright. Fairly simple. So, do we just hold position, or do we sort of like go around it a little bit? Well, I think what we ought to do is heal up everyone and everything we can. And then, oh god, I did not mean to do that. No. I'd like to change my life choices, please. I thought that was, I did not mean to click that. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. No. No. Okay. Where were we? Ah, yes. So, like I said, I think we heal everything up. And then, what I meant to do was, jump you out of harm's way, jump you into harm's way, would it be too scumbaggy of me to reload again and put the unit there instead of there, because I knew where this one is and I should have done this first? It probably would be, Yeah, it would. It would be a little bit too scumbaggy. Be a shame if I were to do it anyway. You know, be a crying shame if someone was to go back and rerun the simulation with slightly more advantageous results for him. That would be a real scummy move to do, wouldn't it? Alright, get the guys back home, and I'm okay with things being like this. So this will provide a little bit of energy and a little bit of requisitions, but also 20% loyalty, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this boosts loyalty in the capital. Yeah, the red thing is loyalty. Okay. Next turn. Ooh, doggies. Now, unfortunately, and here's the real kicker, the Imperial Bastion, which is supposedly, I don't know, inhabited by Imperial soldiers, is that too much of a stretch to imagine? I don't know. But, which is supposedly, you know, whoever it is inhabited by doesn't really matter. It supposedly will not attack the dogs because they're on the same side. Yeah, that's I don't quite get that either, but whatever. So pull you guys back. We have our land speeder, and he has Jink ability as well to reduce incoming damage, ranged damage. Anti-grav upwash increases the movement speed when health is above 66%. Ah, cool. Skirmisher can move over water and ignores the movement penalties of rivers. So, not of forests or anything, but of rivers. Still, it's a lightning quick unit. And pretty damn tough as well. Let's see what sort of damage you're dealing out with those heavy bolters. So it's 2 damage, 3 attacks times 2. Because there's 2 units, obviously. Armor penetration 2. So you're not very good at armor penetration. Accuracy's not all that great. But you'll do, right? That's the general gist of things, is that you'll do. What's the upkeep for these things? Ah! So the upkeep for the land speeder is actually energy, whereas the upkeep for everything else currently available to me is requisitions. Okay. Good to know, good to know. You are gonna heal up. So now, my question is, how do we go about conducting this assault that we have planned? Do I want to build another speeder? I want to build another speeder, don't I? Also, we're going to have to retreat these units as well, but I'm assuming that... Okay, never assume anything ever in your life ever again, because you nearly lost them due to your assumptions. Bad idea. Staying and fighting, bad idea. Can they capture this? I don't see why not. Says it can be captured. Okay, let's stop that from happening. Really, you can't attack from there into there. Okay. In case you couldn't tell, I really care about this spot. You know, just so you know. I really, really care about it. Let's use this speeder for a trial run, yeah? Well, that's damn good. Damn good. Okay, pull these units back, and this is where sort of their deficiency comes into play. I can jump in and out fairly well, but when it comes to awkward fungus, let's be careful of that. Guard it if at all possible. I'm going to jump you into safety. Or maybe not. Put you in the city and heal you up there, and then you'll try and re-assault this thing on the right. There's a city not doing anything though. Not a city. We only have one, and we only will have one for the rest of the game. But still, not doing anything right now. 10 energy. 10 energy per tick. We're good again on energy, so we don't need to worry about it. So, as a result, I would like... Do I not have this tile as acquired? That's an outpost. I'm going to assume that I do. I assume that that's not the highest priority. Like, these two tiles are reserved for production buildings, right? For stuff like, you know, this or this or this or whatever. More resources? Yeah. It's only 5 turns, right? So 5 turns for a load more requisitions, and in the meantime we keep building units. Right, that seems like a good idea. Ooh, they've decided to engage. What is this, a commissar? No, a psyker. Primaris psyker. Huh. Well, turns out the Astra Militarum are now finally leaving their base again, and with some more advanced units, they're now actually going to go and try and be useful. So, congratulations to them, eh? I think we ought to I think this is a good idea that I had. Group up these units and assault the Bastion. What happens when I take the Bastion? Who knows? TLDR, who knows? Oh no. I suppose that's what I get, isn't it? Ooh-wee. Okay. Get these Marines forward, have you heal up, we'll have you heal up too, and I think we're going to lose this squad. But we will need to launch like a rescue operation against them, because we need to target the enslavers and kill them, and as soon as they're dead we get the unit back. I already mentioned this once, but I'm now mentioning it again for my own sake more than anything else. Devastator Space Marines, I would like a few of. Why the hell not? Unless these guys move away? Which they did, sort of. I mean, the enslavers ran off. Please don't lose the Hydra. You sent an AA gun to battle against... Well, you did supported by Scout also, okay. Suspiciously looking like 80 STs. But, suppose we will ignore that for now, won't we? Okay, let's get out of the way. get out of the way of this thing and we'll engage with submarines or devastators and stuff like that rather than what we have here. There we go, have you heal up as well, and I'm gonna actually, yeah, I'm gonna have you fire on the ambuls. Because if they get too close, they could bring a world of trouble on themselves. I mean, they do heal up a fair bit, but they have a range of 3. Ooh. That's a good unit. Not a lot of damage, but like a range of 3 is always very mighty indeed. Now, these units appear to be facing different directions. What I've never really... never really thought about is, does it matter which direction you face when fighting? No, well, not when fighting in general, but with this game specifically. Does it matter? Because if it did, they'd give you the option to turn them around, wouldn't they? And that would just make sense. Because right now, I'd love to turn them to face that way, but I can't. So yeah, I'm thinking it doesn't. In Civ it used to do. Or was it a mod? Pretty sure it was a mod. No, flanking was a thing even in Civ, but only if the unit was already engaged, and then you can go around and flank it. Thinking about attacking right now. Alright, you know what? Instead, we will deploy a fortress. Now, the question is, where do we put it down? Because there's loads of places, potential candidates. I think this has to be... I mean, this has to be the main one, right? To defend the artifact, the single most important thing on the map, probably, for us right now, at the very least. Has to be. Right. Not yet. We're not going to attack that thing yet. Instead, let's go around and scout with the bikes a little bit. And here's an opportunity for you to actually use the scout ability to some effect. Can actually boost you. Yeah, let's boost you. And move you to the forest over here. Really get your money's worth. Okay. Okay, overall, it's a good position to be in. Well, not with friends like these, but generally, I think I'm a little bit behind on tech. I think that could be a lot better. But other than that, I think we're okay. Control a huge part of the map. This, I think we control as well, which is amazing. Why? You should take that totally, but okay. Sure, capture another one of these. Find a bunch of enslavers. Once again. And I'll have you capture this outpost. And then wait until these guys are healed up and they get some reinforcements. But there's another Castellan robot. This is hindering my development and my movement. Development again using chess terms, but it really is. I feel like until I get some form of long-range artillery, there is precious little I can do against it. What is this? Oh. That's another artifact, isn't it? That's another artifact in a central location on the map. So... my theory is nobody managed to get to it just yet. How correct is this theory of mine? We will find out. But that is my theory. You know what? I'm gonna have to start attacking this thing, but let's engage the doggies first, because they're low level and we can rack up some experience maybe a little bit. Okay, city needs orders. You're not building anything, right? Well, we have 50 requisition per turn, so I think we're set on requisition for the foreseeable future. I think we could use either research or influence now, and for that we're kind of going to need a tile, aren't we? You know what? Sure. Let's pick up another tile, and then on that tile we will build both research and influence structures. And after that, we could focus on getting more energy and keep a sort of equilibrium with that. In the meantime, though, we keep pumping out more and more units. There's more and more stuff being hurled at our enemies progressively. More and more gets pumped out, and all glorious. Glory, glory, hallelujah. We're going to do battle tanks, aren't we? Soon. Yeah, we will. Are we building another speeder? Yeah. We're going to need energy. I think those tanks are going to use energy too. It would just make sense. For upkeep, I mean. For construction, it doesn't really matter that much. Okay, I make up enough to build them. But... no! No, Predator battle tanks, 3 requisition as upkeep. Hello, beastie. Right, we're building like 7 of you as soon as we can. They're relatively cheap too. Juggernaut, then I think you're overestimating the quality of these tanks of yours. Nonsense, there is no such thing. One does not overestimate the quality of a tank. First of all, it's a fucking tank. Stay away from my outpost. Outpost, no touchy. No touch. Okay? I think there's a vault there too. I'd like to secure that. Right now, in the stage of the game where I look at something and go, ooh, I like that, I want it. Grants tactical space marines this is research, the ability to deploy a melter bomb, which is highly effective against heavy vehicles. Ooh. Versus cracking bolts, increase the damage of bolt weapons. Well, most of our weapons are bolt weapons, so I think even this thing uses bolters. Yeah, heavy bolters. Yeah, definitely. So we're using that. And even you use bolters for a bit of your attack. Ooh, doggies. Tell you what, my allies my allies under attack over there, I have just fucked myself royally. Royally. I could come in with a speeder and knock it out if it endangers one of my outposts. If it just leaves, well, then I don't care about it, do I? In the meantime, we'll do this. Okay, what about over here? They left? Kind of, sort of, but not really. I think we need to be smart here and use tactical marines to get rid of the slavers. All tactical marines and the heavier ordnance in terms of vehicles like bison. Not heavy ordnance, but it's heavier than infantry. So use the vehicles and the tactical marines to get rid of that, because submarines are great, but I don't want them to get mind controlled. And I'm a little bit paranoid of that. So instead, engage at a distance, and if they get close, just back off. Right, someone else needs orders. Yeah, shoot the thing. Now, you have everything queued up, yes? Yes, you do. Good. So, you're sort of trying to get away, but... Ooh, you healed up. Cool. What is that? That's a regular attack. Okay. Regular attacks I can deal with. Chapter 2, Whispers of Heresy. The librarians have been suffering endless torment since the storm started. Now they're mostly incapacitated, but your chief librarian has pushed through the pain to stand before you. He reports through gritted teeth that the librarians feel that something unholy accompanied the Astra Militarum here. It is something immensely dangerously powerful, a void in the warp, and must be destroyed. His suspicions are infectious. You order the detention of all Astra Militarum forces, but this soon gets out of hand. With your marines executing guardsmen on sight, this is not the Astartes way. But if 10,000 innocent must die to save the planet, then the Astartes are the Emperor's tools. The librarian believes that with the construction of a specially shielded recluse something, he and his brothers can locate the source of the warp disturbance. So, all we need now, I mean, I've built the thing, all we need now is an actual librarian. And that's, I suppose, the lore reason, the story reason behind the Astartes and the Astra Militarum being two separate things. Yeah, to be honest, not sure what I think about that, but not sure it matters either. I mean, that's like the Astra Militarum in our ranks. These are a separate thing that are our allies, right? Whatever. I wish I could move units tile by tile, you know? I wish I could have you to go there, and then there, and then there, and you know, sort of like that, but I can't. So instead we'll take a risk and secure this vault. Combat stimulant, what? Ooh. Cool. Cool. Potentially useful. think the plan still remains pretty much the same. Use tactical marines and these things to take out the enslavers up there. Ah, found you. You cannot hide from the marines. Gone. And they both level up. Lovely. Okay, so next is the Castellan robot over there, and we have something in the works to deal with him, but until that something is in position and recruited, let's build something else. And considering we have an acceptable amount of energy right now, I think it would be prudent to build ourselves one of these things. And upon its completion, we can build ourselves one of these things, and upon its completion, we can build one ourselves one of these things. And that's all my requisitions for the future. I mean, it's not literally all of them, but you know. Execute orders. Alright, next turn. Tell you what though, I think this has been quite enough for this video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video and want to stay tuned with the rest of the series. Until next time, have fun, take care, and bye-bye.